Origin just wants to UX, and this is Sabertooth versus Raptor. Who would win? Well, it's all TierZoo. This is a new TierZoo video. Sabertooth Tiger, and I'm guessing Velociraptor, right? Now, who would win? I'm guessing Sabertooth Tiger, right? Because Velociraptor, if I remember correctly, was not as big as they're shown in Jurassic Park and things like that. They are like small, not that small, but small, and I'm pretty sure like Tiger would be powerful. Now, how big was Sabertooth Tiger? Sabertooth Tiger was also big, right? Even compared to today's Tiger. So, yeah, I guess Sabertooth Tiger would win. I don't know. What is for today's Tigers, like Bengal Tigers or something, like Sabertooth would die, right? Not Sabertooth, sorry, Raptor. Raptor would die. So, Sabertooth, I don't know, must be similar to Bengal Tigers and things like that. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Let's read it. Yeah, this is, I guess, this is not like more your, zoology type of video. It's about like what would happen if this, like, I don't know if he has done videos like this in the past or not, or maybe this is a new thing. So let's watch it.
Today, we're pitting two of the most fearsome hunters the world has ever known against each other. Utahraptor and Smilodon. These two predators may look extremely different, but they actually occupied very similar niches within their respective ecosystems.
Oh, that's Velociraptor, right? In size, it's like bigger than Sabertooth. That's not what I would have thought. Damn.
They both hunted large prey and used highly specialized weapons to do so. While they were the apex predators of their home territory, because they lived tens of millions of years apart from each other, they'd never have encountered each other in history. That is, until today. Utahraptor lived during the early Cretaceous period, roughly 130 million years ago. It hunted in territory that would eventually become the western United States. While it packed a set of razor-sharp teeth, its true lethality stemmed from the 9-inch claw on its foot. With a series of rapid slashes and stabs, it could quickly bring down prey larger than itself. After the extinction of the dinosaurs, mammalian superpredators rose to take their place, and the fiercest among them was Smilodon. Smilodon also hunted large prey, and aimed to kill them quickly, using its own unique weapon, its massive canine teeth. While both predators could certainly muster up a solid burst of speed, neither of these predators were well suited to pursuing their targets for significant lengths of time. Instead, they heavily relied on stealth to get close enough to ambush their prey. This is, in part, why they have shorter legs relative to their body size than other predators. Pursuit hunters have longer legs, which they use to keep pace with prey as they chase it for as long as it takes to tire it out. An example of this from present day would be a predator like the African painted dog. In Smilodon's time, it'd be the dire wolves, and in Utahraptor's time, it'd be Dakotaraptor. Having shorter limbs reduces their ability to run for longer distances, but it does allow them to keep themselves lower to the ground and take advantage of cover more easily.
Alright, I didn't know there was that many raptors in the first place. What the fuck? Utahraptor, this raptor. So there are multiple Velociraptors that are different, like completely different from each other. Huh? The legs are different, everything's different.
When it comes to fighting, shorter legs are less vulnerable to breakage, so I don't expect either of these predators to be pulling their punches in the fight to come. After a 128 million year journey, Utahraptor is hungry. But she's not the only one. This is Smilodon's territory. There's a lot that's unfamiliar about this place, but the shape of a long-necked creature browsing the treetops still triggers her hunting instincts. Macrauchenia might not have scales like a sauropod, but it'll do fine. Smilodon has gotten within striking range, but unfortunately its ambush will not go according to plan today.
Yeah, we heard of like how dinosaurs things sound as like how they sound in Jurassic Park. Like their sound was on that at heavy, basically. So how was this like Utah Raptor was sounding? Because if Smilodon's Sabertooth here sounds anything like lions or tigers, right? Roar, if they roar, that would alone give it like psychological advantage over something like this, right? Because that does count. Like if you're like a even stronger brain, you have this kind of like a psychology element to it, like that fucking roar, like that roar is so insane. It just you can feel it in your chest, like the way it just gurgles and everything. Damn. So if there's a difference like that, I'm pretty sure like Raptor would get scared and run away. That wasn't a hint, okay. Red Dam. Would the real life? I'm guessing this like simulation time and TierZoo is making probably as like accurate as can be. But would the like battle between two predator would that be this long lasting or something, or just like one predator having just the right edge, just one kill shot would be just over? It would be this kind of a battle.
A lucky blow, and a lethal one. Utahraptor is victorious this time. Let's take a more in-depth look. So, why did Utahraptor win? To be completely honest, this fight could have easily gone either way. Each of these predators is powerful enough to kill the other in an instant, so a single opening is all it takes to end the fight. Still, I do believe the raptor has an edge here. Smilodon's knife-like teeth are more powerful than the raptor's claws, but they're also much riskier to employ in battle. Landing a strike with them requires the Smilodon to completely subdue its prey first, using its powerful forelimbs. If the animal being subdued has any ability to counterattack, the Smilodon is putting itself in an extremely vulnerable position whenever it goes for a kill. Fossil evidence supports this. Smilodon fossils are riddled with signs of damage. It wasn't uncommon for their teeth to break as the prey struggled to escape its deadly jaws. In contrast, Utahraptor's claws were quite a bit.
I like the music and investigation elements. It feels like Lamino's video or something. Okay. Yeah, that is true, man. That kind of like gives it a disadvantage against things like this. Obviously, this is like a good, like a, thought experiment, right? In real life, they were, attuned to whatever their environment was, asking of them. But still, yeah, that teeth thing would be an issue. Usually, whenever like somebody say, what is anything that's just like, dinosaur time compared to any other time, usually dinosaur time wins, even if it doesn't might feel not like that in complete pound for pound type of way. Because anybody who goes who like adjusted themselves just for survival in dinosaur time probably will have like many many attack patterns, many weapons to them or something, even feet claws and things like that, so they're probably gonna win. But yeah, today's Bengal tiger and things like that, they're really powerful, so I don't know who would win against a Bengal tiger against a raptor. That would be a question.
It's safer to swing with, as they were held far away from the raptor's vitals. Even among raptors, Utahraptor's claws were uniquely powerful. While nearly every type of dromaeosaurid raptor had the signature sickle claw, Utahraptors tended to be flatter and more blade-like. Less useful for puncturing, but more useful for slashing. It's likely that most raptors use their claws for climbing or for holding on to prey.
What?
While Utahraptor...
Oh my god, raptors can climb? That's a terrifying sight. Obviously, wait a minute, that was they showed that in Jurassic Park, is it? Didn't they? Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, whatever. They're basically climbing. I don't know. But that's a terrifying sight, man. Look at that. They come predator climbing the walls. That was this is every horror movie has some kind of a horror creature climbing the walls, because in our mind, like anything that is like predatory, like big, like anything around German Shepherd or bigger, like tigers, lions, or anything big thing, right? Wolf or whatever. They don't climb walls, right? So obviously bears do, but usually don't. You don't see bears climbing the wall and then pouncing on somebody, right? So that's not the vision you think of. That's why some terrifying thing climbing the walls is so terrifying to us. Imagine raptor trying to attack us and just climbing the walls. What the fuck?
Used its claws to tear into its enemies. Smilodon did have a few advantages in this fight, however. Its furry mane made it difficult for Utahraptor to get a secure grip with its jaws. Utahraptor's weapons were best suited to taking down scaly prey. Meanwhile, Utahraptor's feathered exterior would do absolutely nothing to prevent Smilodon's teeth from piercing its vitals, so it needed to rely on its agility to avoid death. Lastly, it's worth acknowledging that while the two predators were similar in size and weight, Utahraptor was on average a little larger. And although Smilodon was no stranger to subduing large animals, every extra pound of weight makes it ever so slightly more difficult for Smilodon to prevent it from thrashing about as it went.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, strong, hardcore mixed martial artist fans with big ass quotation will tell you like skill is everything, weight don't matter, like idiotically. Even though every single accomplished fighter will tell you weight advantage is one of the fucked up thing you can have, right? It depends on how much, but yeah. There's a reason why even in fighting weight division exists. In any fighting, if like 50 pound, 100 pounds advantage comes, that's a fucked up thing. Whether they are animals, hunters, whatever, or fighters. Even in today, like let's say somebody who's like retired, like Brock Lesnar or something in UFC, who's like not known for like his best mixed martial artist thing, right? He just came there, won title and went away. Nobody thinks of him as like the best ever, obviously. Even him going against Conor McGregor would be fucked. Right, he wouldn't be able to knock out Brock because he's like big bone face and everything. He's just larger human, right? You need much stronger, power to knock out someone like Brock than what Conor is used to at his weight class. He's a featherweight, right? Featherweight, whatever around that two or so class. So it's basically like that. If you're like 100+ pound advantage, that's completely different ball game.
For the kill. Which creatures should enter the Anacro lab next? Let me know in the comments down below.
Oh, this is so
subscribe
good.
So you don't miss it when it drops, and thank you for watching.
I like that TierZoo music there. All right, I like he created this kind of a lab type of thing, huh? 3D animation, okay. Oh, this is so good. Seriously, people need to like comment the share of his channel, like all the like dream things you can think of. I'm glad he started to do this because obviously using scientific accuracy to make this. Like he said, he could have gone either way, so things like that. So this was like very close fight, but somebody should comment down like what is the one we think of, like let's say what we think of the most fucked up predator on the planet, not in actual way like somebody who hunts in pack and things like that, not like that way, but just like pound for pound singular, like let's just say Bengal tiger or jaguar, right? Probably Bengal tiger, right? So who would win versus that and like whatever other creature you can think of, right? Like, who's the pack hunters, like, strongest pack hunter here? I don't know. We should think of, like, group of hyenas, a group of lions versus, like, let's just say one T-Rex or something. What would happen there? I'm guessing group would overpower because that's how it usually goes. But, yeah. Alright, well, if you like my next one, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.